to apologize a little bit if I seem a little bit tense, because it's not very long while I'm online before the entire channel are flooded with freeloaders from India who wants a free read. And they can't afford 1 rupee in donation, but they want a free read. Scorpio, this is for you. This is free indeed. If you want to give a donation, thank you so much. Afford anything, such things, then you can't. It's still for free. So my only request is that you really give me a thumbs up. You subscribe to the channel so we can continue specialize in not just, Scorpio is my field. It's been my field for 30 years or longer. We grew up with, you can tell every day, you're a Scorpio, so that's your fault. You're a Scorpio, so everything that happens in the world, it's your fault, because you always want the last say. Well, that's because we are so pretty smart and intelligent. Scorpio, I really enjoyed Who's Watching You kind of read, because someone on a very interesting scale now these days. Hello, Tim. Tim here, he is, a Scorpio supporter, born same day as me, 3rd of November, and so we just insulted 2 nations, Russia and India, in one go. Because, like we said, we are a little bored of people who can't take their time reading their. They give us these sentences interrupting the read. We don't really look that much, but they are all the most important people in the world. And Scorpio, there are dark forces at work here. And so when I was making a few jokes about the countries, and Russia was involved in that joke, it got even more funny. So you're going to have to check the Taurus read, and you will see me slightly agitated, because there are more and more and more and more. So basically my views on that channel are based on people who are freeloaders, And I said it out loud, that's what Indians are famous for, and you won't even donate as much as 1 rupee, but you want me to give you an hour of my compassion. And there are 1.2 billion Indians, right? And so I slashed out a few Russian insults too, which is a joke, by the way. So, like I said, now Russia, like these people would go like, oh, now all Russians are so kind. Yeah, I'm sure. All Russians are so kind, just like everybody are so kind. And in Norway, we don't even have a prison system anymore, because everyone in Norway is so kind. It starts to become stupid. Tim, you forgot to give me the thumbs up. So who's watching you and why? So we are going to go a little bit dark now. It's not just people who have dark intentions towards you, but it is people who are attached to something dark or entities. I don't know if you ever experienced being completely paralyzed. I practiced this thing when I was a child. But I realized I do handle astral projection. It freaked me out, but it's kind of fun also when you manage to teleport yourself in real cool dimensions. So it's either we are always It is exciting, isn't it? So we are always under some kind of surveillance. And most people are interesting because of their blueprint, in their soul blueprint. Some are interested because of their DNA context. And although they might be a Merovingian and had ties all the way back to the Babylonian times and Blue Bloods, they're not necessarily interesting people. And so then you have interesting people and you can't really figure out what's up with their blueprint. You know, why are these people so interesting to me? You know? Namaste, and I think here we go again, Tim Duffy. I'll let you do the... Oh, by the way, Tim Duffy, you are a moderator, so I'll let you do the insults for today. Sorry. I need my Sirtek because I started to sneeze like freaking fluff. I was just going to insult someone today and I ended up sneezing instead. So, Scorpio read, and yeah, just leave them be because it boosts the algorithm. Most of them have brain activity equal to Homo erectus, and so they don't even know they are being insulted to, even when you're sitting right in front of them. You know, that's the fun part. So if I have to choose between living in I think we have one here. There's one here. He's called Skittles. He knows. He knows I'm fucking with people here. I can sense him understanding that. Why? Because they haven't bothered to read the scripture. I repeat myself. Is this Scorpio read? Before it was a Taurus read. Do I need to glue your face? You know. So and keep on with the insults of people of those nations we just mentioned. Okay. So who's watching you? Who's watching you? You don't have to be a Scorpio. If you feel attracted to the title, I'm just writing Scorpio because I promised a Scorpio marathon, but you could have a Scorpio placement, which is like me. I have Neptune in Sagittarius. Doesn't make me Sagittarius, but still, a Sagittarius could resonate for reasons I don't know. Maybe because my sun is progressed in Sagittarius, 29 degrees. You never know. So who is watching the Scorps and which one is interesting? And yes, we drink Pepsi Max. Raspberry and ras in Norwegian, really. So, but it tastes like berries. And so we are really good taking care of our skin. And when we feel the rash is coming, we just drink this to solve the problems. Sorry, I don't know what kind of mood I'm in. It was like, I should have a tarot card break because now I'm being just rude. I'm curious. I'm sleeping all day. So we're going to pick up 12 cards. We're going to practice with swords afterwards. Yeah. So who's watching Scorpio? What a water sign. Actually, it's Sun in Scorpio. Okay, a Scorpio. Another Scorpio. Watch a Scorpio from the past. They don't like you. I don't like Scorpio. But I'm going to watch Scorpio. And if you happen to have an open tarot card sign, they have all the reasons in the world to make fun of you. So, and all the jokes are on me, I think. Yeah, I'm not even high, you know, so what's up with that? There's a small child here, could be a fire sign, so it could be, but this is the divination here is all evil, you know, so of course I could have attracted, but the thing is here that who's watching you and who are malefic or observing you of interest, like I said, because of your blueprint, because of your DNA, because of things you do, which are keeping. So why is this monkey behaving so strange, so alien? Well, let's put it in, you know, let's neutralize the monkey and see why it behaves like it does. It's that kind of study we are doing today. Okay, Virgo energy. Someone who really failed science class here. Hermit reversed. And we have also a little bit horny Leo energy. Any horny Leos here? Cage around their head, preventing them from illumination. Okay, it's going to be just fine because we have the sun right here. So you could be watched by the eye, you know. Well, we're here watching you, wondering what Scorpio is up to. So, Earth energy, angry Aquarius here, and someone who are across the world. So there's also what I get a deity here, which for some reason find an interest in you because you could be the descendant of or you know, a descendant of one of those first children that were walking around. So yeah, we're going to disconnect a little bit back and forward. Oh my good God, there is a fire sign for sure, which is pretty pissed off because they don't get your attention. Okay, and more fire here. There is also an earth sign here who don't know, they don't understand that it's like I get some kind of regret here, while some of you Scorpios, you are rising in rank as a star. Aquarius, like you're really raising your vibration if we're going to think esoterically. So we also have someone who are connected to the earth. Blue skin. Some of you have blue skin. No, you can't see that with your actual physical eyes, of course. You need to activate your pineal gland. So that's what we see protected because of your lineage. Okay, and your lineage needs to be preserved. We were only given 120 years to live. That's how interesting we are, and yet we, you know, if you let us live, let's say 10 times as much, within that time we would be equal to you, my darling creator, and Lil, and Ki, Anu, you know. So basically it was Annie who starts the programming of the genetic Thank you, Kim. It was Enlil, also known as, well, many names. Let's stick with Enlil maybe, who created us, and it is his son who inherited Earth, also known as Marduk. I've seen the pictures. I can't read cuneiform. I've tried to read cuneiform, but I've translated some Assyrian texts. And my own researches, I found out that the very tattoo I have on my shoulder, which are from the Vikings, come from Greek. Was it the same? Well, how do you explain it? It is the exactly same number, written exactly the same, and they are both shields. Protection in battle. So, looks like the Vikings had some fun in Greek as well. Funny enough, Zeus, Lord of Thunder. We have Thor, Lord of Thunder, and we have Enlil, Lord of Thunder. Lord of Thunder. So, which one, Tim, do you find most interesting here? I find a connection here to this king. I feel I want to check out this king who has a connection to the blue skin here, which are putting us in some kind of a matrix with the symbol here of that square. The fire sign is someone who are obsessed with you, heartbroken, Scorpio. There's some earth signs here, and there's a Scorpio from your past looking at you. It could be your soul family. I want to have a look at your soul family from a galaxy far away. Turns out the story Star Wars, like Jordan Maxwell would say, it isn't that far out. it's far out, but it's pretty close to the truth. Interesting. Something about money here being discussed. I know who that is in my situation. This Virgo here, an old scientist, I don't know if that is of any interest. We will see. We can't take them all, but we can take them down. There's a lot of time. Okay, so I think that there is a connection here between these three people here. There could be this crooked old science that, you know, there is something here, they're watching you. They're watching you. Why? Because of your soul prints. Because of your blueprints, because of your DNA, because of your heritage. And I see that someone here are trying to prevent you from illumination. Someone here are pissed off for some reason. First of all, we're going to see what happened. No, we're going to see who this is and what happened. Why are they trying to prevent you from illuminating? So, you could be, you know, I mean, you are a child of millions of people, right? So you might carry, let's say, a pretty big load. You know, I realized I live a nomadic life. I read tarot cards and I dress up in Rajasthani jewelry, skirts. My dance is Kathak style with some of this stuff. And who does that? Well, the gypsies. And after some years, I was 25 when I was told my father is a Romani. And I did some research on the Romani. It turns out that there is a lot of Jewish blood within the Romani plot. But we agree all on one thing. They left North India because of the war between Pakistan, Afghanistan and India or something like that. But besides that, they are a mystery. They are a mystery because they are extremely talented with music and all this stuff, you know, all this stuff. So what is the conflict here? Let me see. Why are they at all keeping an eye on you? Whenever it's not time stamped or whatever it is what it is. So these are all the fallen angels. We hear about the fallen angels. Sometimes they're called the Igigi, the watchers or the observers. But they were only, I think, seven, yeah. This is 72, so they are the counterpart of 72 angles of God. So there was an argument here, okay. There was an argument. This is because of an argument. But I don't think that argument necessarily has anything to do with you. That's kind of what this read is a little bit about, you know? You don't have to say anything, Tim. Just pay attention to these important words. And then we have Page of Swords. So you are being watched, yeah, but you're also being analyzed. They are analyzing you. They are just like I thought with this guy here. You have a record. Some of you have a record. You will see. I think it's just a matter of time where we pull some lineage cards here, like Lemuria and Starseed cards. They won't tell you exactly your lineage. They will show you some of your blueprints, okay? With the colors. Ace of Cups, because we have evolved into some specific here, and at some point, this is all the water signs. At some point, you said, so in your lineage, in your blood, you said, I'm no longer going to give my blood to this. My blood. Oh my God, that was. Do you think that was what they call a Freudian Jungian slip? Something? Yeah, interesting. I'm no longer going to give my blood to this. We also know that ritual sacrifice has been a part of the jury's department. The royal lineage, thousands of years, goats, children, animals. And I'm no longer going to give my blood to this. I choose to sustain from earth, so my density can be more light. So again. And someone here don't like that because they want to keep you in third density for as long as possible because you're a valuable milking cow and your lineage is also filling them up, you know. Mars in Pisces. Confusion, big confusion, taking action. I see genes, I see blood streams, I see something being spread in all directions, like, you know, I don't know who my great-grandfather is, as in literal, actually. I don't know who my great-grandfather is. My great-grandmother had an affair, got pregnant while her husband was drunk in north of Norway somewhere, and everyone knows that. She denies it. He was a rich guy who owned a farm. So this is what I mean with blood being, oh, where did that bloodline go, right? And that was because this rich guy, he would take advantage of the servant girls. If you said, no, I don't want your lead gun within my chalice, you're fired. It was a tough time. Okay, King of Wands. Shows the frog. So this is that something here, Scorpio, there is something here you do not see. Because we don't have that pine cone, it's not inserted to our pine cone is calcified as in our pineal gland. So what we see as a frog is reality, something beautiful, and what we see as something beautiful is reality, a frog. So they are keeping you, these people, whoever they are doing their best because they can see now that somewhere you are on your way to break out of the illusion. What do you know? That's why they are shocked. It's nice to get it confirmed. I have my ancestry. You could find that in your star chart. Wherever you have... we are still being experimented on. Many from out there don't understand how we can be so creative, have such sense of humor as we have, artistic. They find us very beautiful. And so, they are plucking us away and then taking some samples and then putting us back, you know. I'm one of those who can't remember such a flighty thing. I would love, but maybe I wouldn't like that. But I've had visitors in my room, which are not human. Have that, and you see it easier because you are disconnected with that part of your body that prevents you from seeing it. So you're open to the astral world, where they use the astral world as a bridge between third density and hello there, Lakshmi. And because fifth dimension, I don't know if it is even allowed or possible to ascend with malefic intention to that level. But what I get here is that wherever you are from, King of Coins, this is funny because I actually have Ketu in an earth sign, so I attract wealth very easy when I'm being bothered, you know, which is great food, too much fat on the belly, great clothes, an abundant life, and at some point it's too much. So this is some of you have Pleiadian heritage, okay? You have been mixed in with the Pleiadian. And that's why many of you who look like me also are obviously Pleiadian, because they are also, I don't know if Nordics and the Pleiadians are the same thing, but we are known to have blonde hair, white skin, blue eyes, so forth and so forth. And so some of you here literally come from the Pleiadians. And so that's also one reason you are being stared at or glared at, simply because you have that lineage in blood, soul blueprint, or both. And so the things you do is unpredictable because they know what you're thinking. They know what your ego is thinking, because it's thinking pretty out loud, but you don't know what you're going to do next or think tomorrow, or you can out of the blue do something that is very impulsive, and then boom, out of the blue you do something, boom, right? And in that case it makes humans very unpredictable. And I rest my case on that. That's true. some of you are very unpredictable, and so you need to be kept an eye on. You could also be kept an eye on because there are other entities who are interested in your lineage, who are interested in your blueprint, who are interested in looking into why are this monkey behaving so weird, and they are kind of, you know, that specific one over there with those large ears and stripes, why does it behave so abnormally? It's behaving outside the norm. Why is it behaving outside the norm? And it seems to be fine. Some of you are protected, so they can't go in there and say, you're not supposed. So Jupiter in Cancer here, in reverse, we have the swan here. Strength in reversed. Some of you are exhausted. Some of them are literally presenting you to stuff which you insert yourself with, like Pepsi Max or Tim's video, or they are taking away, they are somehow managing to suppress your spirit by using a certain sonic technology, and therefore also suppress your energy to say, hey, let's oppose this establishment and let's gather together and let's go together and confront them. The thing is, there's not just one species here on Earth. The Vedas would describe 800 million different species which are humanoid in this galaxy. So why we don't see them on a daily basis walking around? Well, that's why, because our eyes and our double helix and all that stuff is being constructed. So we think we are walking around just like rats are walking around in a cage. They think they're free and they're happy, they get their food and they get their entertainment, and same are we. Okay? Jupiter reversed. So you carried with you a burden from the Pleiadian or Orion system. You could have taken something, hide it somewhere, and the only way to know is when you awaken. So right now, right now you're on the watch. You know you're being watched. You can sense it. Raven here is smart. There, this Raven is smart. He's a messenger, and he knows that someone are watching him and wondering, why is this Raven behaving so strange? This is abnormal and it's messing with our empirical data. Namaste. So, one thing here is that we see a typical, you know, this construct of divide and conquer. It's here. So these people or these entities, whoever they are among, you know, those who worship the sun, claim it's called Jesus. Some of them are attached to, you know, they know there is only one deity that created everything and that all is divine, and yet some of them are posing as gods, okay? And they have no compassion. They are fallen angels and they are angry. Some of them, so they have really fallen in. So some of you are going to ascend beyond that, and you will have access to technology which is also beyond that. Okay? So Jupiter in Virgo here, wisdom, learning. We have the owl, we have 10 of cups, and so this is what you want. I love me. You know, I love me, myself, my family, right? And what I get while I put out the last 4 cards, it's not necessarily the outcome, it's more what is the agenda besides what we have spoken of, like what is the next possible step they will take towards you. We know they are ganging up on you. I should use glasses. Say that every time. Oh, where's my glasses? Okay. So again, they will keep on dividing and conquer, but that we already saw that one. Venus in Scorpio here. Someone actually, Scorpio. Someone are actually it's difficult. How can I explain that? They want to be you, like you, somehow. I can't explain it. They're looking at you with love. I want to be like Scorpio. And it's someone who is the opposite of you, so they would portray themselves as a Taurus. Obviously, it's not necessarily a Taurus. It's one of the fallen angels, so to speak. It could be a human who possesses these traits of that fallen angel. We know that the Nephilim would mate with men and all that stuff. However, did they all get, buff by the flood? We know that our mother cried. So, but yeah, someone here, they are basically in love with Scorpio, which does this even more interesting. So, there are several entities here. One wants to be like you or keep you like a pet. You're so cute. I love, please don't harm Scorpio. It's kind of beautiful. It's interesting because today something broke around my neck. It was my chain with this symbol. And the symbol, it looked exactly like this. So does that, and I looked at it and I wondered, I don't even know what that symbol means. And 2, the here comes that. See, okay, 7 is actually Lucifer in many, they claim that. So the Statue of Liberty, they will claim that's Lucifer, and she or he does carry flames. So it's not Lucifer in this case, but it's the same symbol. Also, I believe Ishtar, which is our mother. And so here we have the star. So you clearly have taken an interest in more than one deity out there who have blue skin, who have dark skin. And you've been plucked on many times. Jupiter in Cancer, 6 of Cups. Some of them is someone you already know, and I think either there is a grudge there, or either they are trying to protect you from being harmed. Which is why you sometimes feel, I walked once in Amsterdam, just oblivious to the world around me as usual, and I felt a hand and I was being pulled backwards, and in front of me there goes the train. So the guy behind me, which I didn't like him at all. I was like hating him a little bit, but he saved my life. So now I was not allowed to hate him anymore. But I always thought about that. Why did he want to save me? He didn't love me, he didn't care about me, right? Took over his body, I feel, or there was some reflex there. you know, or maybe there is this reflex where we actually, when it comes to the big thing, that we do care about each other more than we think we do, you know. So you don't know who that is, but automatically you do that because we have a one consciousness where we do love each other more than we think. Moon in Scorpio here. Oh, that is deep. That is deep. Because usually that's a Queen of Swords, and I'd see her as very calculated, very cold. But Moon in Scorpio is a little bit more deep, because Moon in Scorpio is someone who are capable of seeing right through you. They see your intentions. They can see your intentions before you commit them. If you are, whatever you're thinking, they can see it. They can feel it. They know it. If you are across the world and you are in a shitty position, they feel it. I get that one of those who are still watching you is a mother from another life, and they consider themselves to still be your mother. Some of the people who watches you are what you call spirit guides, and they want to protect you from malevolent beings who wants to take blood samples from you. You know, we have Lineage, which we emit when we are angry, when we have this energy around us, we are like that. We have Lineage, we emit it, and they eat it. We are, like I said before, we're not on the top of the food chain. So this is what I get for now. I feel like I have some sort of fever-like symptoms. I just want to show you the last card. It's the Raven card, and this is my second favorite here. So this is you, part of you, because there are multidimensional versions of you. You are coming back to this timeline, and you're watching them in return. You are watching them, watching you. I say that is pretty cool. We're going to stop the start lineage thingy with Lemuria and all that kind of stuff, because we do that already pretty much a lot, often, and so forth and so forth. But you for sure have something special about you, and there are not many people who are going to see this read. So if you are attracted to this read, I'm not going to, it's going to get a name when I put it up there, and so if you are attracted to the title of this read, obviously there is a message here that you need to hear. And if you don't believe in aliens, well, let me remind you, it's already up in the Congress now, and I think there should be enough proof out there, archaeological findings, and the same story all over the fluffy world. So humanity is a genetical fancy pool, you know. We are mixed by so many things, and which makes us very, very strange, and we have the ability to do so many things, and there is only a matter of time where human will evolve into superhuman. Hopefully we can do that without attaching neurolinks and fake arms and exoskeletons. So for those, that they will go to fourth dimensional Earth, which will be identical to this one. And you know, who choose that path. For those of you who want to evolve as superhuman beings without attaching neurolinks or fake stuff to you, who want to evolve as natural as possible, they will reset you, and you will evolve to next Earth, which is the fifth dimensional Earth. you will slowly notice that your reality will change in that manner. That you will start to see more and more synchronicities. I see so many synchronicities every day that I stop being shocked almost. You get more and more messages in form of butterflies, birds, and you will experience that you say a sentence when someone is saying the exact same sentence on YouTube as you think it. These are the synchronicities that tells you you are on the right path. You are on your way there. Thank you so much, Lakshmi. Okay, guys, I've done my part of my marathon thingy today. So, kept you guys on the flip side. See you later. I'm getting a little bit warm and slack here. I've been like that all day. Hungry, warm, slack, and I break my necklace. So what's going on? Maybe it's simply just a really slack day and nothing more special than that. Catch you guys on the flip side. Namaste.